All right, 17 was a diagram. Did you see that I kept my diagrams a lot less simple compared to the worksheets you've had? Did anybody notice? All right then. Thank you, Carlin. I thought you'd be so appreciative. All right, so it says MV, which is this whole thing, is 14. They told us that MO is 6. Now, if this is MO, if this is 6, what is this outside segment? 8, because the whole thing is 14. They told us VR is 9. This is VR, and ultimately they want ER. If you want to do the simplest algebra possible, then make the whole thing X. So how do we set this up? What's the rule? Out times whole equals what? Outside times whole. Do you need to know this? If you don't know this, will you miss questions? So what is, let's work on the bottom part. What is the outside? 8. What's the whole? 14. What's the outside on the other segment? What's the whole? Okay, so if we multiply 14 and 8, I think we get 112 is equal to 9x. Bless you. Who's got a calculator to tell me what 112 divided by 9 is? What is it? 12.4. And I don't think, what did I write? Okay. Number 9. No, what was this? 17? Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to say what I did. This is embarrassing. All right, so this is x. Pardon? That is also the whole, which, yes. So if this is the whole, which is 12.4, and this is 9, how do I get this piece? 12.4 minus 9 is what? 3.4. Well, the ultimate answer is 3.4. We got x to be 12.4, but then we want the inside segment. So we're going to have to take the whole thing minus the outside to get the inside. All right. What else did I miss, Caitlin? Okay. So now we're going to check out 23. 23 says, oh, KE, arc KE. Correct? I gave you KF to be 40. All right, what are we supposed to find first always? What are we supposed to always look for? The arcs, correct? So for this one, we're going to let this be H right there. This is the center, H. These pictures are not easy to draw. It doesn't go there, it goes here. All right, so we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, this is J, and this is K. Pardon? I skipped that because sometimes it can be hard to read. All right, here we go. You were told in the beginning that BJA is 50. Where is this vertex? Is it on the center, on the circle, inside, not on center, outside? Inside, not on center. So what is the rule? Angle equals what? Arc plus arc over 2. All right, so if we look at KF, did they tell us KF? Didn't they tell us it was 40? All right, so where do I put 40 in this? Where do I put 50? For the angle, the arc, or the arc? Eric? Where am I putting it? Angle. Where do I put 40? 40 plus, just because this is 40 doesn't mean that's 40. Because it's not on the center. So we don't know this arc, all right? Over 2. How do I undo division? So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. What's 50 times 2? So we have 100 equals 40 plus arc. What is this arc? What's 100 take away 40? 60. So this arc is 60. All right, this is a diameter right there. They told you that EF is 10, the arc. EF here is 10. If this is 10 and the whole thing's 40, what's this little KE? 30. So if this is 30, this is 10. Did they tell us AG? They told us AG is 80. How do I find GF? So 30 plus 10 is 40 plus 80 is 120. 180 minus 120 is 60, correct? Now, do you see that diameter again? It's all about diameters. When you get your angle chaser on your test, look for those diameters. What must, let's see, I had to have given you something else. I gave you CK to be 40. So CK is up here. So if this is 40 and this is 60, what must be CD? How do we get 80? We said 180 minus what? 100. Now with those angles, you can go anywhere. So my KE, what did I have for KE? So I was okay on that one? I put down KE. Okay, so KE. See, I even have a worksheet that doesn't have answers. Now let's see. So KE has to be switched. That is 60. All right. What else have I missed? Caitlin, any more? Okay. Anybody else think I missed any? For the 23, the answer is 60. Oh, I have 60. Just kidding. The answer is 30. Does that mean all my other answers were wrong?
No.
I know. I have 30 there, too. In my picture, just not my answer. All right. Did you want, while I'm at this angle chaser picture, did you want anything from 23 through 33? What would you like me to do? 26. 26 says angle BDA. Where is BDA? BDA. So it's this angle right here. Where's the vertex? This vertex? What's the rule for outside? Where's your foldable? You've got to know these rules. Got to know these rules. Okay, so angle equals large arc minus small arc divided by 2. This is like a formula. Treat it as such, because some of the problems early on, probably 17 or 18, I had you work backwards. So if we follow these sides, I'll continue the yellow. If we follow these sides, what's the large arc that was cut off? Bree? So the angle is going to equal 40. Is that the large one? What's the large one? Follow the yellow. Okay, so you got to follow the angle sides till it touches the circle. Follow this side till it touches the circle. What did it cut off? If cut off 40 inside, that's the small arc. Where's the large arc? Right. So you're going to have 60 minus 40 over 2. So that's going to be 20 over 2 or 10. If you want index cards tomorrow, to be able to put an index card here and here and block everything else out, I would suggest you bring those because it's going to make these easier. What else do you want to see on the angle chaser? Caitlin? 25 asks for arc CB. Arc CB we've already done. Okay, how did we do that? We looked at this diameter. Remember, it's all about diameters. There's a 60, there's a 40, which totals 100, and we subtracted from 180 to get 80. Now, that was an important arc to get probably for other angles. What else? 31. 31 is angle BJK. So put your point on BJK. Where's K? So we're looking at this angle right here. There's the vertex. Where is it? Inside, not on circle. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to trace these new ones. So we've got this and that. So you've got to look at, and I notice that some people are using highlighters, which is great because that helps show. Can you write on the test? No. So you can either use patty paper, probably be faster. So we probably should have a lot of patty paper. So where's the vertex, Leslie? Inside, not on the circle. So what is the formula? Arc plus arc divided by 2. So what's one arc that is cut off? Is it 80? Does the yellow stop here? The yellow stops here. Right, it's not 80 and it's not 40, but it is both of them. What about the other arc? Is it 80? Is it 60? What is it? Yep. So you're going to add those up. You're going to get 260 divided by 2, which is 130. Okay, what's next? Yes. Run. What's next? 2? Okay, so are we done with angle chaser? Yeah, this is 23 through 33. If we look at 30, is BDG correct? All of these are angle. This whole problem, this is all angle chaser. This is the review. This is an angle chaser problem on the review. Yeah. Okay, BDG. Where's BDG? All right. So I'm going to remove this. No.
Wait, can we do 30?
I think I'm doing 30. Okay, I'm just trying to get rid of this highlighting. Okay, so new highlighting. So now we're going to do B up to D down to G. All right, I'm going to erase some of this to give me space to write. So, Hope, where's the vertex? Outside the circle. So when you're outside the circle, what's the formula?
Angle equals large arc minus small arc.
Right. Large arc minus small arc divided by 2. So the green, with that green, you should be able to see what's being cut off. What's the large arc? Yep, because it doesn't cut off just 60 or just 80. It covers off, or cuts off both. Okay, what's your small arc?
Is it 40 plus 30?
Yep, so minus 70. So you're going to have 70 over 2 or 35. Is that what I put? Is that my answer? Okay. Any others on these, on 23 through 33 before I move on? '28. 28, okay, let me get rid of this highlighting. All right, so 28 now wants angle 28. ADG. A to D to G. So what's the rule, Bree? Angle equals large arc minus small arc divided by 2. What's your large arc? Okay, 50 is an angle. Arc is going to be a curved part of your circle. 80, yes. What's your small one? What's 80 take away 30? Divided by 2. Did I have 25? Okay. Any others on this angle chaser before I move on? Caitlin? 29 is AHG. All right, so we need AHG. Where's my highlighter? Where is this vertex? Where is that vertex? On the center. When it's on the center, what does that equal? What does your foldable say? Angle equals what? Angle equals arc. What's the arc? 80. Did you say 80 or 180? 180? Okay, so what is this arc that it cuts off? So what is this angle? 80. That's one of the few that required no work. 28. That was 29? That was 29. What did you ask for? Okay. Any other questions on this one? 27 is DGF. DGF. All right, so let me get rid of this highlighting. So now we're going to start at D, we're going to come down to G, and then we're going to go up to F. So, Bree, where is this vertex? It is it in or on? It's on the circle. So what's the rule? Angle what? Where's your foldable? When you're on the circle, okay, so what arc does it cut off? So you're going to take half of 10, which is, did I have 5? Okay. Any others? Okay. Number 10. These are probably some of my favorite ones. So we have a radius that's perpendicular. We have another radius that's perpendicular. And we were given dW. All right, so we've got so 10 said if RDW, is RDW drawn? No. RDW. If this entire angle here is 7x minus 11, and they told us that this arc is 2x plus 17. Now, in the beginning, they told us that this arc is congruent to that arc. What does a radius perpendicular to a chord do to the arc? Bisects it. So this arc is equal to this arc. If this arc is congruent to this arc, what do we know about chord SE and chord RW? They're the same. So what does this radius do to this arc? Bisect it. So if this is 2x plus 17, what is this? Okay, what is NW? 2x plus 17. Where is this vertex? On the center. This angle RDW is equal to what? It's equal to that arc. So we're going to say 7x minus 11 does not equal 2x plus 17. It equals 2 of them, or 2x plus 17 times 2x plus 17. So you got 7x minus 11 equals 4x plus 34. 3x is equal to 34, 44, 45, or x equals 15. Is that what they asked for, was x? They asked for the measure of arc Rn. So how are we going to find Rn? We're going to say arc Rn is going to equal 2 times 15 plus 17, which is 30 plus 17, 30, 40, I think it's 47. Next question. Anything? Free? Okay. 16 is a different one. So so you've got these chords inside this circle, correct? Not on the center. So we've got Z, no, that's a Z, E, E, R. Our center of our circle is A. This is S. All right, so this is 16, right? Okay, what did 16 tell us? 16 told us that measure of arc BE is 70. Measure of arc ZR is 64. And they want the measure of angle ZSR. Where is that center, Bree? Okay, what's the formula then? What does the angle equal? Arc plus arc divided by 2. Were you given both arcs? 70 plus 64 divided by 2 equals 134, which should be 67. Is that right? Did I do 67? Okay. What's next? Caitlin? Which one? 8? All right. That's still yet another diagram. You know how long it takes to draw these diagrams on the computer? All right, so we have an angle. This is the center. This is K. This is the center of my circle. So we have L, A, S, T, and K. What were we given? They told us that ST is congruent to AL. If you have congruent chords, what else do you have? Congruent arcs. So this arc is equal to this arc. What else do you have? Congruent? Central angles. So those chords are congruent. With that said, I'm doing 8. Arc LS is 80. LS is 80. They told us AT is 160, and they want you to find this angle. If we find this arc, will we have found that angle? Okay, what if I let this arc be X? What is this arc? Why? Because they're congruent. What do you know about the degrees in a circle? This was a little bit different, yeah. So we know 80 plus 160 plus 2x is equal to 360. 80 plus 160 is 240 plus 2x equals 360. Now what are we going to do? Subtract 240, I think you get 120, so what is x? 60. So if this is 60, what is its central angle? 60. I like that one. Next. If there was something you could not do, you need to ask it. 2. I'm glad someone went there because there's another concept, and this was one of the very first concepts of this circle unit that we talked about. So, yeah, a lot of people this morning did not remember this one. Okay, what are you supposed to think when you see a radius and a tangent intersect at the point of tangency? What are you supposed to think? You are to think perpendicular. This angle here is a 90-degree angle. All right, then they told us that TH is 7. They told us that HA is 12. And they want you to find AT. Those are not angles, those are sides. But it is a right triangle. How do you do it? 7 squared plus x squared equals 12 squared. This is going to be 49 plus x squared equals 144. I'm subtracting 49 from both sides. So that is going to be 95, I think. So what happens when I square root? How many answers do I get? Plus and minus. I want to see this for Algebra 2. Which one do you pick for your answer? The positive or negative? The positive. So you got 9.746. Next, Caitlin. Number 18. I don't know if I've drawn this one yet. Let me go back. Okay, there's 17. Okay, so I'm going to erase 17 since I already have a picture. And we will do 18. Are we dealing with the segments or the angles? Are we dealing with segments on 18? Or angles? On 18? I have angles. Do you see the little M in front of those two capital letters? That little M means arc. If it was a segment, you wouldn't see the M in front of it. So they're telling us that this angle 1 is 44. And they're telling us that arc OR is 80. They want you to find arc ME. So what is where's the vertex, Caitlin? But where's the vertex? Outside. What's the rule? Look at your foldable. This is 18. Large arc minus small arc divided by 2. What's the large arc? What's the small arc? 80. What's the angle? 44. How do we undo division? Those 2's are gone, so 2 times 44 is 88. Now what do we do? It is being subtracted. So we're going to add 80. So I think that's going to be 168. Leslie, you had your hand up. Number 4. Okay, I'm glad we are going to this diagram. All right, on number 4, we have a circle. We've got a tangent here and another one there. And we've got, okay, so before I go any further, we already talked about this. Let's talk about this again. When you see a radius touch a tangent at the point of tangency, what should you think? Perpendicular. That means 90. That means 90. And then this is W. I have no clue what they asked. On number 4, it says the measure of angle W is 23. And they want you to find the measure of angle R. What's the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral? 360. So 90 plus 90 plus 23 plus X should equal what? 360. If you didn't know this relationship, is this an impossible problem to do? Yes? Plus X is equal to 360. This is going to be 203. So how do I solve for X? Subtract 203. 203 is going to be 157. Next. Caitlin. Okay, let me go back to this diagram. Okay, so 11 is this picture. So 11 is telling us that SE, now, there is not an M in front of SE, is there? So that literally means what? What was 4? I think I got 157. Is that not right? I don't know. What did I put? They told us this is 20. If this is 20, what is this segment? 10. What is this segment? What is this segment? 10. What is this segment? 10. Then they told us DW is 15, and they're asking us for DT, which is here. What do we know about DT and this segment right here? They're the same. So what do you have to do in order to find this? X squared plus 10 squared equals 15 squared is 225. 10 squared is 100. So X squared is equal to 125. We're going to square root. And what happens when we square root? 2 answers. And the square root, I believe, of 125 should be 11 point something. 11.18. Any others? Now, these reviews you're turning in tomorrow, they better be complete. All right? If you did not have it started today, you need a homework pass tomorrow.